Hey everyone, it's Drew again from Talking Tech. Here on Ian's channel, wanted to bring you my full unboxing and my overall thoughts of the Google Pixelbook Go. Now, this is kind of an interesting pickup for me. Really haven't tried a Chromebook in quite some time, aside from maybe setting up my kids for school. So, really looking forward to diving right into this Pixelbook Go from Google to see just how it kind of stacks up. This is the 16 gigabyte of RAM with 128 gigabyte SSD storage option. I think this is priced around $9.99, which is kind of insane for a Chromebook, but kind of curious to see, does it kind of live up to that price point? I mean, it's kind of hard sell considering it's a Chromebook, but I think it might be a pretty good device for at least live streaming. So I'll kind of give you my unboxing and overall thoughts. Has a really interesting design here too. Right on the side of the box, just highlights kind of the ridged back design, making sure it probably doesn't slide off your desk or anything too easily because it's a pretty thin and light device overall. Now, really looking forward to getting into the device, but first let's see what accessories come with it. So in here, you're going to get your typical paperwork, kind of how to set up. You're going to get some Google stickers there and some other documentation that we just simply don't need. So we will disregard that for now. You're also going to get a USB Type-C cord here, and then you're also going to get the USB Type-C charging brick in the box, which is really nice to see all of this here in the box. Pretty nice to see that it's a pretty compact brick as well. Removing the plastic though and diving right into this, I already see that interesting design that we've seen on the front of or on the side of the box, that ridged kind of design. It looks like it's going to kind of keep it to stay put on a flat surface like this. Overall though, I kind of like the sleek black and the overall look of this Pixelbook, and I do have to say it's crazy light, crazy thin. As you can see, you're going to get a USB Type-C port here with a headphone jack on the left, and you're going to get another USB Type-C port there on the right. That's all the ports that you're going to get on this device. Again, looking at this, it's crazy thin. I mean, really thin, like Pixel 5 thin with a case. It's pretty thin, as you can see here in my comparison to the Pixel 5. It's just a really light weight device, and I think this will be pretty awesome for anybody just looking to literally pick up and go. Now, the keyboard is what I really wanted to check out here because the soft touch keys have really made for a really great typing experience for a lot of people that I've seen with this. Again, I want to try and live stream with this because it does have a 1080p camera, better than the 720p potato cams that we typically get from Apple and other manufacturers. I'm going to go ahead now and just kind of blow through the setup here. Now, historically, Google has made all of their setup quite easy, especially for not just Chromebooks, but also their Pixel devices just in general, like the Pixelbook Go here, setup's really simple. In addition to that, you also have like the Google Pixel 5 that I have there on the desk. That is incredibly easy to set up right out of the box. What's really cool with this Chromebook is you can actually pair the Pixel 5 or another Google Pixel device to the Chromebook, making your experience, kind of holistic and kind of giving you that ecosystem feel between all of their devices. The buds from Google, the Pixel Buds, those also seamlessly connected to this device as well as really any device. So it's kind of a nice ecosystem just outside of the typical norm with Apple. Again, really loving this keyboard just from the initial setup, typing in my password, etc. And then not only that, just jumping right into YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to Ian's Tech. It just flies. I mean, the performance is actually pretty shocking. Now, again, you're working with 16 gigabytes of RAM and $9.99. I would kind of hope that this would be kind of a smooth and fast machine, but no worries in terms of performance, especially if you're just looking to kind of just browse like I am or live stream on it. Now, with the device overall, I do think it's prone to a lot of fingerprints, so I'm definitely going to want to throw either a case or DRAM on there, and I think, you know what? I'll just throw a D-brand on there. So here shortly, we will throw a D-brand skin on this, kind of walk you through that real quick, just to kind of get rid of that matte black there, because again, it looks like it's going to have a lot of fingerprints overall. So want to make sure that we cover it and don't have to see all of those greasy fingerprints all over the device. So boom, here we have the Swarm D-brand skin for the Pixelbook Go. We'll go ahead and quickly apply it here. I'm not going to sit you through the entire brutal process of applying these. Not that it's brutal, it's actually quite easy. But once I got all of that on here, I do have to say I'm pretty impressed with the overall look and the feel, especially on the trackpad. It just feels really nice, and it doesn't hinder the actual use of the trackpad either, which is really nice. Now, once I got the D-brand skin applied, it looks pretty solid. I'll go through and fix any bumps or any remaining bubbles, but overall it looks really nice. I have to say, I'm actually pretty impressed with this Chromebook. Again, incredibly light device, works really well. Not only that, I really like the keyboard. That keyboard so far has been really enjoyable overall. I really like the dbrand skin again applied here with the trackpad, just makes for really nice usage overall. And I do have to say, I think Google kind of nailed it with this, but the only issue I have is that price point. $9.99, that's pretty rough overall for a Chromebook. I think maybe if it came in at like $6.99, this would be a really awesome device to recommend. Now, I do have to say, using it throughout the entire day, I didn't have any issues, and it does fly. I mean, this thing is really smooth. I streamed with it today, full output 720p since our streams at 720p, but has that 1080p camera on board, which is really nice for just meetings or live streaming in general. So overall, pretty solid device. I'm enjoying it so far, but again, hard to recommend at $9.99. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Take care and stay safe.